Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time. Well, it's been a while. Hope you guys had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We are now in 2026 and it's a new video. So I'm delivering news by Rich. That's me, Richard. And unfortunately, more bad news has come. We're going to talk about Anthony Joshua, my guy, Anthony Joshua, you know, uh, the former heavyweight boxer, Anthony Joshua. Unfortunately, he has gotten into crash in Nigeria. Now, if you don't know my background, I'm Nigerian. I was born in the UK, same as Anthony, I believe. Or was he born in Nigeria? I think he was born in the UK. Then he went to Nigeria for a little bit. Then he came back to UK. He is from Watford. I know where that is. I go football there. Play tournaments at the Watford Dome. If any of you guys know where that is. So yeah, I know where he is. I'm from Enfield, so not too far from Watford. So yes. Okay guys, so I'll get into what has happened. On the 29th of December 2025, Anthony Joshua, after his fantastic win against Jake Paul, a lot of Americans have now discovered Anthony Joshua and they're like, oh, okay, this guy is, damn, this guy good, So all the Americans now know my guy Anthony Joshua. They know the British champion, So everybody is looking at him like, yeah, this guy is good, So after he put that Jake Paul in his place, you go and fly to Nigeria for Dirty December, which is festive period in Nigeria. I went to Nigeria before, but not in December. It was around springtime, April, also summertime, August. So I've been to Nigeria before. I'll tell you my experience later in the video, but let me address this news first. So Anthony Joshua went to Nigeria to celebrate that Dirty December with his family. He gone and invite his friends. I think Lats and Sina. I think they're them two called. They posted video on Instagram of them arriving in Nigeria, and they were playing table tennis. They were enjoying themselves. They were chilling, and then an hour later, they decide to go to the village where Anthony Joshua's family is. Unfortunately, the driver, I don't know, I've used speed to go and scatter that car on a truck there on the Lekki Expressway. You go and the driver, I don't understand why he's speeding. In Nigeria, a lot of Nigerians have said that the fast lane is on the left. The driver was driving on the right, and that is where the accident happened. And that truck there was left there because I don't know why it was there. It was parked there illegally. So the driver go and smash that car onto that truck now, and he go and destroy the right side of that car and go and kill off Anthony's friends, Anthony Boy's friends. That side there, the truck just come off the both of them there, the crash, and killed them instantly. Anthony Joshua was unconscious for 10 minutes. All the area boys came to help him, to help him come off from the vehicle. The driver and Anthony Joshua were the only ones that survived. The two friends of Anthony Joshua, have gone. So I send my condolences to them. This is very bad. I'll try and talk about more of them later in this video. So, Anthony Joshua, you can see in the video, he is distraught. He doesn't know what has happened. He's in pain. So people are wondering, where's ambulance? In Nigeria, ambulance no dey come. You know, Nigeria, as a lot of people know, Nigeria is it's not a place to just gallivant and enjoy that much. You know, it's a place of survival and battle. Now, I'm not saying Nigeria is a place where everyone should stay away, but you have to be a soldier when you come to Nigeria. It's not somewhere to just, you know, go anywhere anyhow. You know, especially with the infrastructure, the dysfunction of the country. And this is, I don't know, people are saying the Tinubu, all them man there's like, it's not, you know, it's not working. It's not working. I don't know why they've not fixed this issue. Nigeria is a big country. I don't understand. I can ramble for hours and hours on Nigeria, but this video will be too long. So that will have to be for another day. I can go in on that Tinubu, and the infrastructure, the leaders of that country is just insane, you know. So Anthony Joshua was removed from the car. Ambulance did not even come. They put him in what's it called, that thing? That small car. They just put him in there. I don't know, it was police car or something. And he was in pain. The friends of Anthony Joshua were left on the ground. And they just died like chicken. So the question is that everybody's asking, why was that driver speeding? And why was that truck there? Mom, no one knows, you know. So I'm sure Anthony Joshua is traumatized from what has happened. You go and invite his friends with good intentions to celebrate Christmas and the New Year's, and they lost their life, you know. And they don't need to be there. They're not even Nigerian, but they came because they love Anthony and they want to support him in his culture. And they did a lot of work in Africa, in Nigeria, helping children, making the country a better place. But unfortunately, their joys have come to an end. It's unfortunate. So now, recently, there's been articles that the driver has now been released from hospital and now has been arrested. Anthony Joshua has been released from hospital and now is spending time with his family in Nigeria. I'm sure he has. See, fireworks is already. You see how British people are? Fireworks in the daytime. If you can hear that, it's crazy. People, you know, a lot of Nigerians say UK is so good. There's Wala people here. There's Wala people here as well. There's Wala people everywhere. You know, but anyway, there is he was released from the hospital. He's spending time with his family. There's been articles that he went to say his goodbye to his friends that passed away, and now their bodies have been sent back to the UK to be buried. I'm sure Anthony, hopefully, is back here in the UK. It's going to take a long time for him to recover mentally. They said he was in stable condition when the accident happened. So that's good news. But obviously, a lot of people will be wondering, say, how is he going to get through this mentally? You know, only time will tell. But hopefully, we will see him back soon in the ring. Yeah, it's very sad what has happened. But this has been a big problem. A lot of Nigerians have been screaming about for years that the country is unstable. And there's nothing people are doing about it. There's just, you know, everybody there just doing anyhow. You know, there's no structure. You know, as me, I went to Nigeria. I went at the age of 26. Was it 26? No, 24. I went at the age of 24. It was my first time going to Nigeria. At that time, my dad took me and the family, and we stayed in the village. It was a new experience, but I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of boring. We stayed in the house most of the time. We were driving on the road. There were bump on the road. The road is like made of sand, like a yellow sand or orange sand, you know, and they bumping boom, 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 boom on the, you know, and you'd be hearing people beeping. Yeah, it's like it's insane. So we spend time with the family. It's like sometimes I wonder to myself, how do Nigerian people have fun in this country? There's no Wi-Fi in the village. There's nothing. The electricity go out, never take lights. You're wandering around the house, wondering what to do. I go out into the village. Because I don't know my way, I have to stay near the house my dad built. So the people are looking at me, say, this evil boy is here. He don't know what's going on here. You know, so it's hard. It was my first time in Nigeria. Um, it was an interesting experience, but if you ask a lot of Nigerian guys born here in the UK, in my opinion, I don't think they would want to be chilling in the village. The city is okay. You got the shop right and the supermarkets and all that, but it's hot. It's very hot in that shop, and all around. And you have to be very careful. You can't just be walking around. People will be doing. You won't know what's going on. You won't know what's going on. And yeah, when I was there, my auntie had to hold my hand like a baby. I was like, "Well, I'm 24 years old, auntie. Hold my hand, hold my hand." So Nigeria is like it's a good experience, but it's like a battleground. When you go there. So that was the first time I went to Nigeria. The second time was when I buried my dad. Unfortunately, he passed away 2 years ago. Um, he was born in Nigeria, of course, and we buried him in Nigeria. He was sick. He went to the hospital in Nigeria. Luckily, they helped him. I was scared about the hospital in Nigeria because I know how they are there. Luckily, his condition wasn't that bad. He came back to UK. He was hospitalized in the UK for months. He was getting a bit better. Then he got sick again. He had heart disease, and unfortunately, 2 to 3 months later from that year, he passed away. It took us about a few months to prepare his burial in Nigeria. So obviously, one day I will have to go back to Nigeria to see my relatives and to, see my dad's grave. So Nigeria is always going to be a part of me, even though I was born here in the UK. But you have to, I have to go. I guess it's my dad, so I have to go and visit his grave whenever I can. But yeah, my condolences go out to Anthony Joshua's friends, his personal trainer, and his strength and conditioning coach, who passed away in the crash. But this is big red flags for Nigeria. A lot of people now, all the Oyibo people now are looking at Nigeria. They know how crazy and dysfunctional it is now. If this didn't happen to Anthony Joshua, a famous icon, this would be swept under the rug. It's only now that the UK, America, everybody looking at Nigeria now in bad light. And I've been seeing videos of conspiracy theories talking about Jake Paul have used juju to go and scatter Anthony and his friends out, and all that nonsense I'm hearing. Or Anthony go and use his friends for sacrifice. I know we're all trying to be detectives here to find out what the hell happened. Only Anthony can tell us, but will he tell us? Who knows? I don't think he will. So, child. But from my analysis of it, I think the driver was speeding too much. He was speeding. He didn't know that the lane on the left is for the fast lane. The right is for normal driving. That car, how can the car just mash like that? Even in UK, I've not seen a car crash so bad as that one. That guy must be going 100 miles per hour on that road. How can he just mash the car like that? Just come on, all the guys from that side, and they're gone. What was he thinking? But they showing off because Anthony was in the car. They look at me, I'm driving with Anthony Joshua champion. I'm driving Anthony Joshua. Let me speed now. Let me show him something. Driving like he's 18. And look what he has done now here. So I know the media will be going after that driver, and I'm sure he will be prosecuted. But I don't trust the police because the girl and this guy now go bribe them now to release now, and he go off living his life there, after that crash that have just removed all the Anthony Boy's friends. It's not good. And these truck drivers, I've been watching videos. A lot of Nigerians have been saying these truck drivers been parking on these places. They don't even move the car. They just park it there. They go park on this side. They go park on that side. If that was in the UK, that truck will be removed in about 2 hours. That truck has probably been there at least for 4 to 5 days. That truck was there. And even so, now police have removed that truck because now Oyibo eyes are on them. So they want to clean themselves up, make themselves look at, yes, we're professionals here. No professionals here. The next day, I saw video, somebody posted up, another truck was on that side there. So you can see the dysfunction of Nigeria and the way everything is moving there. And I know a lot of Nigerians don't want to hear this. I know we rely on prayer and all this superstition and stuff like that, but has it worked so far? I say yes, maybe God saved Anthony Joshua, but this should have never happened in the first place. Why not God save the two friends that have just come out there from car and died there? God scattered them. They're gone now. Who knows what Anthony is going to say to the family that lost the two guys there? Who knows? They could be thinking now, say, why did you invite them to a country that's so dysfunctional? That guilt is going to be carrying with Anthony Joshua. It's not good at all. And we have given, and now as Nigeria, they have given themselves a very bad look now. This is a big L for Nigeria. To think it could not get worse than this. First, we're not qualified for World Cup. Now, Anthony Boy has come to Nigeria, and look what has happened. Nigeria has come out their friends, has gone and removed his friends, and they're gone now. Would this all be resolved? Would their roads start looking better? Would that truck will be gone there? I don't know. I don't think so. Anyway, the Tinubu and all them people there cannot run anymore because Oyibo eyes are on them now. And they will want Anthony Joshua to get justice. And if he does not get justice, I think Nigeria will be in big trouble. They have to amend this. And not only for Anthony Joshua, but for a lot of people that have lost their lives on that motorway, the expressway. There's a lot of Nigerians been saying that expressway have gone and just destroy people away, and too many people go bye-bye for that road, for that expressway. It's not good. Too much. So, as I say again, my condolences go to those two guys that lost their life. I think it's going to be very hard for Anthony Joshua, and hopefully he does get the help he needs. He's a strong man. Nigerians, we have to be mentally strong. I'm sure he will fight again to honor his friends and the people that got him far in his career. So I'm sure we will see Anthony again. But it's going to take a while. So hopefully he does get better. And yeah. But as for Nigeria, we got a lot of work to do. Me, I was born here in the UK, but I do care about my parents' country. When I first went there, it was kind of, I ain't gonna lie, boring. I wasn't interested that much. But when I started to stay in Nigeria a little longer, I saw the struggles, the hardships of my family in Nigeria, a lot of people in Nigeria. It has turned a lot of Nigerians bitter at times, upset, angry. But they have big hearts, and I've seen it before. With all that dysfunction, there's still a lot of Nigerians still smile and they're happy. And you know, my dad, he loved Nigeria so much. I can see now why. Maybe I don't understand it yet because I've lived in the UK most of my life, but I could see that Nigeria was a special place in his heart. And you know, obviously I will be back in Nigeria again one day. But you know, I hope that Nigeria can get better, not only for the sake of the image for the world, but for the people of Nigeria as well. Because as a big country with Afro beasts, Nigerian footballers, Osimhen, Lookman, boxers, Anthony Joshua, you know, I think as Nigerians we're proud to be Nigerians, but we're not proud to live there. That's the problem. So I hope that Nigeria will fix its problems one day. Let's just hope things will get better, you know. But I think a revolution needs to happen in Nigeria very soon. Who knows when, but only time will tell. So yeah, that's the news on Anthony Joshua. He's in stable condition. I'm sure he's probably back in the UK now. The driver is going to be prosecuted. The truck driver is on the run. That guy who left that truck there is nowhere to be seen. Who knows now? He probably gone somewhere now across Nigeria somewhere. So police got a big job to do to go look for that guy. You know, and if they don't get that guy, a big shame on Nigeria, because I'm telling you, here in the UK, our eyes are wide open. We're looking at Nigeria. You know, they're looking at Nigeria. So yeah, so they need to sort that out, and justice needs to be served for Anthony Joshua and for the families of those two men, Anthony Joshua's friends who have passed away. So yeah. You know that, and another thing I didn't say is them area boys that be filming, screaming, "Oh, God will protect you. Nothing will happen to you." I know it's all good that well, but I think when I think about it, what can they do anyway? Ambulance will not come. All they can do is pray to God, pray to God. That's what we can do in that country. Just say to pray to God. You know, it's all good that well, but we want results now. Results need to happen. You know. So I think that's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Unfortunately, I had to talk about this video because you know, it relates a little bit to me. Obviously, I'm Nigerian, so obviously a lot of Nigerians are going to be talking about it. You know, Nigerians, British Nigerians, American Nigerian, maybe some Americans, some British people. So yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next news. Take care. Bye bye.